Audio.
Welcome to the June 9th, 2026 regular council meeting. We will start off with the adoption of the agenda. Does anybody have any additions? Mr. Naka?
I have one item that will supplementary.
Okay, that will be 15-2.
That's it for me.
And what was it? Section 19.
Again.
Right?
Well, third party, sorry. Third party.
Third party. Okay. Mr. Yanis?
No, I actually do not have anything to add today.
Mr. Throwski?
No, I'm okay today.
Okay, I don't have any additions. Mr. Whitus?
Yeah, I got a couple here. This star, okay, my addition, star, the county vacant lots in star.
Okay, so that would be new business.
What number is that? Go nine something.
That would. Line 4.
4. Star vacant lot.
Okay. And then, star drainage, we gotta look into, there was some custom work done and stuff there, you gotta, once you catch up on the water and stuff off to, you can't do no repairs till fall, but, the star, drainage east of town and north of town.
The other additions?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, second. Road 204 south on Highway 45. Yeah, those need to fall in pretty long. Signs and decals.
7.
Okay, and then in camera under number 29, advice from officials.
15-3.
Okay, thank you.
Right.
And that's it.
All right, administration. Any additions?
Yes, I have one correspondence item to add from Alberta Municipal Affairs. It's a letter on the extension. Yes.
B15 or 14-5.
Have somebody have a map of star? Just a lot, does somebody just, if they could bring that in from.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, this was going on in last.
Okay, there's no other additions, and have somebody make a motion to recommend as presented, or amended, please.
That Lamont County Council adopted June 9th, 2026 regular council meeting agenda as amended.
All right, questions or concerns? All in favor?
Yeah.
Carried.
Great, Council, if I could just mention that we have added interest and conflict of interest paragraph to our agenda, just for everybody to read and go through it. I'm just going to read it for the first time in this agenda. Council members who have a reasonable belief that they have a conflict of interest or pecuniary interest as defined in the Municipal Government Act in any matter before council, any committee or board of council, commissions or agency to which they are appointed as a representative of council shall, if present, declare and disclose the general nature of the conflict of interest or pecuniary interest prior to any discussion of the matter, abstain from discussion and voting on any question relating to them. Members of council shall remove themselves from the meeting room except as described in the MGA until the matter is concluded. The minutes shall indicate the declaration of disclosure, the general nature of conflict or pecuniary interest, the time at which the member left the room, and the time the member returned. This is an excerpt from our council procedure guide. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. With that, we will move on to adoption of the minutes. Can I have somebody make a motion to adopt the May 2026? We've had time to go through them, so hopefully.
I move that the Lamont County Council adopt the May 26, 2026 regular council meeting minutes as presented.
All right, any questions or concerns? All in favor? Yep. Carried. Okay, at this time, it's recommended that we go into closed meeting to deal with some third-party industrial development updates and development opportunity. So if we have somebody that can put us into closed session, please.
Sure, the Lamont County Council moved June 9, 2026 regular council meeting into a closed meeting at 9:11 a.m. to discuss the following items. Third-party industrial update, ATIA section 19 and 29, and new third-party industrial development opportunity, ATIA section 19 and 29 as well.
All right, any questions or concerns? All in favor? Carried.
Video stop. No, stop it. We have.
That's you can read. I can listen.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We came on a closed session at 11:10. We have a couple of motions to make here, and we will continue on. So can I have somebody make the first motion that we have on the board, please?
That Lamont County Council accept the third-party industrial development update presentation held in closed meeting as information.
All right, questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. And the second one, too, please.
Move that Lamont County Council accept the new third-party industrial development opportunity presentation as information. Direct administration share report as discussed in closed session.
All right, any questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. All right, we have to discuss the enforcement matter. Somebody want to make that motion, please?
Lamont County Council accept the update on enforcement matter discussed in closed meeting as information.
All right, questions or concerns? None, all in favor? Yeah. Carried. One more, I think we have. Nope. That was yours?
Move that Lamont County Council accept the third-party matter section 19 discussed in closed meeting as information.
All right, questions or concerns? All in favor? Carried. And then we did you. Yeah, that one.
Lamont County Council accept the development matter discussed in closed meeting as information.
All right. Any questions or concerns? All in favor? Yeah, carried. All right, now we're moving on to 7.1. Hear about our regional emergency management bylaw.
Great, Council, thank you. In front of you, you have the updated regional emergency management bylaw. This was discussed with council on February 10th in committee of the whole. It has been approved by our partners, Alberta Emergency Management Agency. We're looking for council to pass this bylaw with the updates as presented.
So the updates were fairly minimal, just that
We're adding
additional spur time as a regional partner.
Yep.
That's all the update was about. So, if there anybody can, or if somebody can please make the first reading.
Sure, Lamont County Council give first reading to the regional emergency management bylaw at 905.26.
Any questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. We had anybody
Now, Lamont County Council gives second reading to the regional emergency management bylaw 905.26.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Yep.
Carried. All right, third and unanimous consent.
That Lamont County Council give unanimous consent to hear the third and final reading of the regional emergency management bylaw 905.26.
Questions or concerns? All in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. All right, third and final reading. Somebody want to read that one?
The Lamont County Council give third and final reading to regional emergency management bylaw 905.26.
Questions or concerns? All in favor? Carried. All right, news. Church business, fire, Alberta Community Park.
Regional Council. Sorry, this is a report on the ask of administration to hold a council fire service funding workshop on a certain date, and the date we have in the report, and Fire Chief Moore can report a little bit more on this.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so as per previous council discussions on January 13th, we were successful in receiving a mediation cooperative protocol grant to address regional fire service funding as described. The suggestion was made that we as Lamont County have a workshop to discuss with council their expectations before we meet with the mediator and our partners for financial negotiation. We presented some dates that would be available for administration. We're hoping council can find a date that works and have a discussion about these intergovernmental relations before we meet with the mediator on July 8th.
Okay, does anybody have any dates that they're not available? I just, the 16th and the 18th, I am away at the Petrochemical Summit. We're going to be available for that. Thursday, June 25th works actually the best for me. But it's up to you guys what's available for you guys.
Is Monday, June 25th?
It should be,
Monday?
it should be Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday, June 5th.
I'm not available.
So that pretty much leaves us with the 12th, this Friday. Anybody have
What time on this Friday?
In the afternoon.
start? And
Would we do an early morning one on Friday?
Yeah.
I actually working on the presentation file. That's what's scheduled for that.
So is it 12th? Okay.
Yeah, I can do the afternoon. Yeah, that's what I was suggested. Between myself, the CAO and the CFO, these are the dates that work for the three of us as administrators.
Okay, so the 12th of June. And describe
Yeah,
that.
I'll Queen Darby and Kenneth can go in the morning then.
Okay, anybody else have any discrepancies on the 12th?
Just send the invite.
12th of June, what time you figure? 1
o'clock start?
1 o'clock start. Be our emergency management.
No,
What time is it gonna be, sorry?
1 o'clock.
this is fire services, not emergency.
All right.
Send you a copy.
Okay.
Where we at it?
Here. Yeah.
Oh, what time, sorry?
1 o'clock. And then we'll be here on Friday or what? We have a motion to set the workshop place, please. I can do that. Lamont County Council Direct Administration to hold a council fire services funding workshop on June 12th at 1 o'clock. Right? Questions or concerns? All in favor? Carried.
Anybody else having trouble with mics at home, airplane tube? Did you guys hear anybody else complaining? We got it, John from the patient said he can't handle it if it keeps echoing.
Haven't had any other concerns. All right, you guys had time to go through the follow-up action plan. Is there anything you guys would like to bring forward? If you can't, name them by the item number, please.
What, what's, going on with the fire truck?
The fact that you just left.
I don't,
That-
I don't.
Things we got.
Anybody else? There's no other questions, can I have somebody make a motion to take it as information?
Follow-up action item report for June 9th, 2026 with information.
Questions or concerns? All in favor?
Yep.
Carried. All right, moving on to 8.3, talk law action minutes.
Yes, Regional Council, this is our update for the coffee talk, comments that we heard and documented, and, especially, had made some, action taking remarks on this list. For public works, there's ongoing problems and ongoing, tasks that we have to work on. That resulted from the drainage and the rain that we had recently, so that this is not completed as of.
Thanks. Mine are all being addressed from mine right now. We do have road count out. We are working on some of the permitting from some of the adjacent businesses. And we're in the process of doing our hiring for our CEO, so it's all in progress. So any other questions from anybody else's that would like to be addressed as we're going through these?
No, why was just fire truck?
You're working on it.
Well, Neil isn't doing tonight.
Tomorrow. Thank you. You guys are welcome to come.
Yeah.
You know, we get Darby and.
It's all good.
Okay, if there's no questions or concerns about this, somebody make a motion, please, with his information.
Move that Lamont County Council accept the coffee talks follow-up action item list for June 9th, 2026 information.
Right, all in favor?
Good.
Carried. 9.1 is actually 202 road paint and line painting. I think we've pretty much addressed that in our closed session right now.
Yeah, if we can look in, take a look at how 15 how it's done and that, it used to have the dock pro. It honestly is the longest when you get behind the tanker.
Any other questions or concerns? If not, I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, Lamont County Council said the report on Range Road, deal with the line painting and information.
perfect.
Thank you.
All in favor? Carried. Lamont County Library Board appointments.
Yes, Regional Council, I have to expand this a little bit. I recently received an email from library board advisor that we have to correct a resolution that we made at the audit meeting. We you appointed Councilor Brodsky and Councilor Hugo to the library board. The library board now needs the terms of the appointments in a motion from council.
Okay.
So that they are official.
And they are only to be for till the end of 2026, just 1 year.
Yes, just the 1 year, because we are reappointing, we have the reoccurring motions in our organization. As you direct, as you move in your chairs, possibly to reappoint again. And I have one correction to this motion that is in the report is that Ms. Barnard was there at the time of this discussion, had resigned from, so we have to take her out of the motion. And I'm asking council to make a motion to rescind the previous motion that had appointed the members at large, with all of their individual terms, and then make a new motion to appoint everybody according to their individual.
Sure.
And we're only in there for one year at a time?
Yeah, just us.
Okay,
Just-
just the two of us.
Yeah, just the council members, and
Yeah.
because you're reappointing members as you go through the organization.
Yeah, because this was brought up in last night's meeting and stuff, when they thought it was for the 3-year term before. When the councilors were appointed on the board, they thought it was for 3 years, and I said, I don't think so, I think it's 1 year. In
Every
October, we redo it in every
Yeah.
year.
Because we do it in our own.
We do it. in-
Yeah. Okay,
So I can make that motion. Lamont County Council rescind resolution in 2026-88 that Lamont County Council reappoint members at large, Lillian Sabo, Colleen Malitza, Allison Green to the County Regional Library Board for a term until the Lamont County Council's organizational meeting, October of 2029.
All right, questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. Okay, so then we will, somebody make the new motion and we will exclude Sarah Bernard.
We have already taken her name off.
Okay. You make the motion, please.
County Council appoint the following individuals to the Lamont County Library Board for the specific terms. Lillian Sabo, term expires October 30th, 2028. Rita Duke, term expires October 30th, 2026. Colleen Malitza, term expire date October 30th, 2028. Allison Greening, term expiry date October 30th, 2028. Cheryl Best, term expiry date October 30th, 2026. Councilor Gerald Perowski, term expiry date October 30th, 2026. Councilor Johnny Ligonetz, term expiry date October 20th, 2026.
Sorry, that should
Those
up
be
to
the same
30.
dates.
Yeah, that would be October 30, that's a,
October.
I see that here, but
sorry.
Okay.
Can you repeat that?
but faster.
All right, any questions or concerns? No. Seeing none, all in favor? Carried.
Thank you.
All right, Insolvent Oil and Gas Company, that'll be Mr. Boyko will come up and let us know what we're giving away.
Good morning, Mr. Reed, members of council. So we do have a request for decision here. So we were made aware from our law firm Brownlee in regards to Cycle Oil and Gas. So we've been attempting to collect from Cycle Oil and Gas for the past 3 years. And we found out now that the company's been struck off the corporate registry, and the Alberta Energy Regulator has turned all of their wells over to the Oregon Well Association. So eventually we won't be able to collect any of the outstanding balances on there. So you'll see on page 64 in the motion that they owe $351,000 in taxes, mostly in two roll numbers there. So essentially at this point this is uncollected. So we're asking council to make a motion to write off those tax balances, and that'll go against our allowance. This is, the auditors have known about this and have been putting it in that allowance here, so.
So if we read this off, do we need to, can we just say tax rolls? Or do we
Say
read
tax.
it all?
You can say it's a tax, yeah.
Okay, that might be quite a bit easier.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing.
Lamont County Council direct administration to write off tax balances for the following oil and gas properties effective June 23rd, 2026 in the amount of $351,998.12. Tax rolls as a tax.
All right. Change me that. Any questions or concerns?
Oh, it hurts.
All in favor? Great. All right, we will now move the regular council meeting into committee.
Oh, there was,
I'm gonna do a stall on this.
okay,
9-4 vacant lots.
page, the Print out we got.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened there is, 30 years ago, Wayne Miller had Roulette and, the guy looking after getting his store went to the county. Cause, there was lots of weeds and stuff on, the county property and there's a road assessment there for Main Street. So if you look at the top of the list, you go 1 house, 2, 3, yeah, 4th house. And then, there's a lot there, you can see a 50-wheel trailer. And then on the right-hand east side of it, that's called Main Street for the town of, or for the county has it as Main Street for start. 30 years ago, they got verbal permission from the county to stuff on the lot and keep the grass down and weeds. So they hauled dirt and filled all the holes in and, they've been cutting grass for 30 years now. They got a letter from the county saying to move stuff off the county property. He had 2 fifth-wheel trailers. He moved one to the corner, it's all in one he's keeping, so he moved it by his house. There's, what's left there is, kind of like a granary, a movable shack, and then, one of those tents from Canadian Tire, the garage storage. And, the verbal, he went to the county and they said there was nothing in writing, so they can't let him do that, so his ask is if he cuts the grass and stuff, could continue using it. They take turns cutting the Main Street. Guy from Jenny's store cuts it once and then this guy. And twice a year they whip or snip around the trees and stuff. The dandelions are cut all the time, so there's no more weeds, there's no more holes. His ask is if he could keep using it.
Okay. We have an issue with development if we let it keep doing this.
Yes, this is a road allowance, and as such, no structures are allowed to be on a road allowance. And there's structures currently on there, and they should not be. So allowing the grass cutting, et cetera, is fine, but allowing for structures, and one of them appears, according to CPO right, to be a permanent structure, without a permit. On the roadway is definitely an issue.
There's a Canadian Tire garage, one of the cars, and the other one is like Green Bay, it's got skids and everything. I went there on Saturday, some kids, they said they could move it if they have to.
Okay.
It's portable. So.
I was just taking Derek's word for what was on there. I haven't been to the site myself.
Yeah, these cut the grass for they got rid of the potholes and stuff. There's Main Street, so then he had his car parked and he told the Herrick bottom on Main Street. It's streets, but anyway, long story short, they've been cutting it for 30 years, they had verbal. And they're cutting the dandelions, they're doing it mostly with a push mower. His kid said, we pushed them over 30 years and now, and he said they're not, that's it, they're not gonna cut grass and stuff, so then we're gonna be having to send a crew to keep
Well, I
that.
was gonna say that Darby's full of better, right?
Yeah.
You want our grass there, Darby? You would do that?
It may be advisable to maybe put forward a road closure bylaw to close that road, and then that lot could be handled as a municipal lot rather than as a road. And then structures can go on it, but currently as a road, you can't have structures on
Yeah, that thing is horrible. I've been going loader, my 10-foot trucks is moving for them, but they're cutting grass, and if they whip or snip around the trees, they're taking turns, they filled it, they had to let it rest in peace. When they got permission, they hauled dirt in there with shovels and leveled it up for us. There was stuff they hauled in a dump where that old hotel used to be, that never was open. They cleaned it up 30 years ago and now they're asked to leave, so. Compared to the rest of town and stuff, it's just, there's no dandelion to eat and I got a video I can share with you.
Is there, so if we make a motion that has development rezone that piece of land?
it would, we would have to bring forward a bylaw to close the road.
Okay.
That portion, yes.
So right now, or do we have, nobody,
That's what we do. So if we rezone it.
It's up to you guys.
Yep. So if we,
If we close the road, close the bylaw, then they can sell it as so they can buy it there.
but it's pretty cheap business, the guy cuts grass.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you guys gotta decide on your own, but
Yeah, unfortunately, the we can't allow, buildings,
even portable.
even portable.
So we asked development to come back with a so our administration, sorry, come back with a road proposal. Anything to make this.
They call that road Main Street, so.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was.
Support for the roads.
In that.
So what would happen is that on land title, they have a road plan for that. And so it would just closure of a portion of the road plan, XYZ, whatever it is on land title.
I think it's so many keepers left and we through there. Every 2 weeks to cut it out.
Road, like we just rezoned.
Only my time is the cost is to do the bylaw to close that, so it's not difficult.
And they give them an agreement to cut grass and maintain it. Well, that's pretty soon we're gonna do the full time food ball lot we're getting.
Just cut grass.
That's what. That one's the range.
Darby wants something, you want to speak to that.
I'd like to, sorry, if I could leave the resolution a little bit wider, then we can help it being an option.
Yeah.
See if we can.
Perfect, yeah, perfect.
Anything
Is this what you want?
Okay,
Lamont County Council Administration to bring back a report regarding the road matter and start.
questions or concerns?
So in the meantime, can he still use it?
I was gonna say, we're not enforcing on it at the moment, so
Well, he has trailers and he did.
I will talk to it.
Put it for sale at the right corner.
Yeah.
So that he did move the 250 trailers, but
Okay.
he had it trimmed around, he had gravel and just.
It's nice.
I was gonna say it is well taken care of.
All in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. All right, start drainage, 9.5.
Okay, on the north side of the road, 561, looking at the map, it's 561. When you get around the curves, there's the acreages. The people want acreage now and they're flooding for the second time this year, which everybody is in the county. But Ken that lives farms just on the south side of the railway tracks said that there was the owner of the property next to the people that are flooding had a track hole in there and he did a bunch of work. He's got a bunch of pictures and stuff of the track hole in there doing the work. And a lot of the water back up, the elevator when they expanded their pad to the northeast blocked off the ditch. The water used to go along the railway tracks across 831 and then go straight to across the other Watsco's land to the creek. And now we got all the water going north and the lady bought the acreage here with the guy that did the work with the track. What we talked to Ken, he'll tell you exactly what they did and where they did it. Backed up the water and she had to move the horses up on her lawn by the house. So the water goes down for the second time this year. So maybe we can get a hold of Ken and Kenneth once we catch up on our stuff. There's nothing until it dries up.
I know, Kenneth has been looking into this since, we started getting flooded back in the spring. There is some projects he's identified that may alleviate, but there's further work that needs to be done to the north. We can definitely, take a look and try to find historical, airflows, because everything we have, over Public Works is post-construction, the elevator. We definitely work to see what we can do to improve the drainage in there.
So if you get all Ken, they'll show you what they did north of on the field there towards the acreages. And they said that backed up a bunch of water and the guy did it with trying to go after the elevator in the northeast corner blocked off the ditch. We used to go all straight west along the CP tracks and that took a little bit of water, so we got to see if we can get that opened up again along the tracks and see what that guy did. He's got pictures of the track working, so maybe we can just do a couple of touch-ups there in the fall when it dries up and that works.
Okay, so you want to make this was your.
Lamont County accepts star drainage as information.
Right, all in favor? Carried. Waiting, original
Parts of the road, the crown's gone. There's some pictures in the county yesterday. What I'm getting at is there's gonna be a lot of silage. We wanna move a lot of silage down that road. We gotta come up with a road use agreement or what do we have, after you have a certain amount of cattle or how are we gonna take this road? Cause, it's soft and it's flying apart.
So I know we discussed this, meeting or two ago. Other municipalities are doing their road use agreements to handle agricultural. Under the terms of our road use agreements, agricultural traffic is exempt from requiring a road use agreement. And that is a concern, for this particular instance. I know there's concerns, on 185 by St. Michael, silage hauls, same thing, and going north. You know, farms are getting bigger, it's getting bigger, traffic's getting a major increase. So if council wants to start regulating larger agricultural producers, that is in council's right. They are council's roads. So I'm trying to bring forward a report on what other municipalities are doing and what there's some options council can consider.
That'll be a big topic tomorrow at coffee talks, and I don't blame people that will get smashed and there's gonna be quite a bit of silage going up that road. And after your coffee on Saturday, one of the guys that has the cattle complained the roads are rough, and another farmer says, I wonder why the road is rough. There's almost a fist fight at the breakfast table. So we gotta do something before silage season, either keep a little bit of a road down on there like Strathcona does to try to save the road a little bit, or I don't know, we gotta come up with a plan.
But yeah, it's, a problem here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just 204, it's.
I'm going to discussion with Mr. Dietz. He's got, like I said, it's not 204. We've been dealing with it north, and it's the size of the new operation. So I think there's 5 different kind of levels that some of our adjacent municipalities use.
Yeah, there's one municipality in particular I looked at a couple years ago, and they've got 5 different levels depending on the industry it is.
Yeah.
So see if I can bring that forward for this next meeting. So we don't lose a few months.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be great.
Okay. Steve, have you seen pictures coming out yesterday?
I have not, but
Okay, they whoever's grading got cut edges off the water drains off the road. But Carmen's got pictures.
Can you just expand that to say south of 45 for our next meeting?
So, there's been-
Oh, but it's south of 45, just, south of 15, sorry, south of 15.
I was 15.
Yeah, we said 45, should be 50. Yeah, sorry for that.
Well, 45 does come.
Yeah. To the next meeting. Somebody want to make the motion, please?
Lamont County College Director Administration to bring back the report on Range Road 204, south of Highway 15 to the next meeting.
All right, all in favor? Carry.
Okay, again, I'm getting lots of calls, for signs on the vehicles. There's the vehicles driving around all over the county, and, the ask again is that we can get, signs on the doors of the vehicles, the trucks and pickups and stuff. Yesterday, one pulled in the parking lot, it has no decals at all, and one of the gray Chevys. And another one I seen going down the road with a decal peeling off the window. With all, running and people, guys and girls at home all alone, and they see a vehicle going by slow. First place they look is to the doors, so I was gonna make a motion that we put, decals on the driver and passenger door of our vehicles, at least 12 to 18 inches high.
Install signs and decals on doors of the county vehicles.
Vehicles. Cause even the truck, there's one on the headache rack and it's supposed to be on the door. It's just, I know all other counties got them on the doors and stuff. And
Oh, it's a trademark, right? See that.
the one neighbor, she's home alone, her out working in the street, bicycle and then it is. But they have more decals and then. Yeah.
All right, I'll make that motion.
Yeah, Lamont County Director of Administration to install signs and decals on doors of county vehicles.
Any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. All right, so now we will go to committee of a whole. Somebody want to move us into committee of a whole?
Sure.
11:40.
County Council, the June 9th, 2026 regular council meeting into the committee of the whole at 11:46 a.m.
All right, all in favor? Carried. Yeah. Committee of the whole, county apparel program.
Thank you. This is a, report because, it brought forward to me, recently that employees would like to have some apparel with a company logo. And, I think we have, councilors in committees and boards that have displays of their logo as well. And, this was just brought forward to me to, for council to consider putting this into our budget discussions, our next budget discussions, again, to reconsider having a certain budget item for, so council, so employees can purchase, either purchase apparel with the company logo on it, or have an allowance for, church thing with the logo on it. I think it would be positive for the team spirit in public works and also clear in our administrative building, and people working here are proud of being part of Lamont County.
Okay, I know that before it used to be $100 per person. I think that was we're voting again. I'll go back to my previous life in oil and gas industry. They didn't give us approval or an allowance, but they always applied us with company apparel. Even if it was just, we know we got to wear work clothes and stuff anyway, and it just happens to be that it has the county name on it. So I'm up for discussion. I would say I would be okay with the $100 per person, and anything over and above, they pay out of their own tax roll that comes off. Are payable.
I got no problem with it, yeah, I'm on board.
I'm on board, yeah.
Yeah, does that include council too?
Yeah.
Also can.
Way it was before,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
1 year we cut it back, but I couldn't pay you have something for $180.
Is it different?
You pay the $80 difference.
Well, and I mean, even with us just being on council, some of the things we go to, some of the events, usually you always want to have your name on something, like even for our golf tournament. You know, you get a golf shirt or anything like that, it just shows, and it's out of our own, right? Advertising. Yeah.
We had a TSS, we gave staff to staff on the back, so they have their busy, whatever they call functions.
Yeah.
And the board we paid for $5 each for like name on it. But the staff there, they need to get know they can go running up to the problem. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I think equally here when classes are held or when they are anywhere public, it is nice to see that we're. And this to display.
Yep, gotcha. So, do we want to keep this one for the upcoming budget discussions, or do we want to just approve up to a certain amount? We had a previous.
Good with the $100 on the same person.
$100.
Do we have somewhere to get them, where do we pull the money from now? They have it now before the budget.
We don't have it in the budget. I can.
But, and there's what, 30? Are we, okay, well, are we calling the fire department that already gets Carol?
The fire department has,
Maybe got separate.
budget bit, has.
Well, we gotta bring it all the open here, is that?
That is right, they might want to purchase or they might want to acquire a sweatshirt or something if they can, I don't know. That-
People buy them their direct, they buy them their fire gear, which
That has a logo on it. And
Okay, so why don't we just look for upcoming budget discussions, then we know what we're gonna do,
What, oh,
yeah, and what we would like to.
I can also bring a report to the next meeting to specify if we want to approve the funding. Or if they have enough already.
Okay. Okay, let's, yeah, if you can bring it to.
What they get already and then.
Yeah, bring it to the report to the next council meeting. Somebody want to make that motion?
Lamont County Council direct administration to bring back a report on the county apparel program to the next council meeting.
Perfect. All in favor?
Yeah.
Okay,
Through the council, I want to ask, because policy on this that wants to be rescinded, we probably, I don't know if the council just wants to accept this as a one-time thing, or if we need policy on this. Again,
Yeah, what do we got, sad 60 or 6-7 grand already, right, so
yeah, I can.
see where we're at, but.
all right, so we have to take us out of committee of the whole, please.
The Lamont County Committee of the Whole returned to the June 9, 2026 regular council meeting at 11:52 a.m.
All right, questions or concerns? All in favor?
Yeah.
Okay. Directors reports,
They have no direction.
no directors reports. Do we have any committee reports? Mr. Naka?
Okay, we had one county housing foundation meeting. We were built on the law, 48 residents, 9 vacancies, and a couple of day units. Other good no Villa Mandir, 1 vacancy, Dr. Children, Villa Mandir, 1 vacancy. Heritage Manor and Andrews full, Elk Park and Chipman is full. Villa 75, Lamont is full, Heritage Court, Lamont is full. Spring Creek Manor and Bruderheim has 1 vacancy, and the R&N houses, Lamont and Bruderheim are full. Still in a bit of negotiations with the union, the foundation. Got her at AGM before the board meeting to hear concerns from the residents. Other thing, our site visits to all the facilities have been. It's 17.
Yeah, I think so.
So anyway, it's about 6 weeks later than we've done it other years. Before Housing Foundation, I did attend our Andrew Rural Academy celebration on Friday. It was well attended by the students and parents and people of the area. We had a graduating class of kindergarten that are going to grade 1. There was high school grade 12 high school graduate, and I didn't see the whole thing because I had a East Commission meeting afterwards, but it was very well attended. Very good for the community, and I'm thinking the total enrollment is somewhere around 110. I could be wrong by a few people there, but very well attended, and it was their first celebration of many, I hope, and they were thankful for the contribution from the village of Andrew and the county of Lamont. Next, I have the St. Michael Regional Waste Commission. It was they were getting tenders for the next cell to be constructed. they awarded it to Noyan Construction from Port Saskatchewan. Bids ranged from $517,000 to $1 million. So anyway, that was awarded, and hopefully they're going to start on that work later this summer. And other thing I attended was the Yellowhead Highway Association AGM. I haven't been one of these for about 10 or 12 years. Kind of a it was a smaller meeting. I think there were about 15 people there in person. Some were there virtually. Each of the provinces kind of BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba gave updates on improvements along Highway 16. You know, Alberta had mentioned the 855 and Highway 16 crossing, but then they also were talking about crossing at Vegreville with 857, which I thought was, I didn't ever hear of a crossing there on the radar from the government, but they did talk about it. Former Deputy Reeve Dan Wharton was there. He got an honorary lifetime award for being one of the builders of the organization, because he was there for 20 years or so. Anyway, that's about the update on my reports. I'd like to move my reports on the Housing Foundation and the Rural Academy, Yellowhead Highway Association, and the St. Michael Solid Waste Commission has information, all these reports.
How many kids did Andrew have in Syria? Do you know what the total was at the end?
I thought around 110. I didn't ask that question.
Oh, that's right.
I wasn't there for the whole program, but I'm sure there'll be some media coverage for that.
Great. Any questions other questions or concerns for Mr. Naka? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. Mr. Gannis.
Okay, actually, I have a few here, actually. On Friday, May 29th, I attended the general meeting for the Northern Light Library System. We actually went to Elk Point. They showed us their facilities. We kind of did our little AGM there. They elected a few more people onto their organization. Anyhow, talked about the budget, because they are a library board. They do their budget in advance. Started talking about 2027 already. So, and a lot of talk around Bill 28. That's a big problem with them. There's a lot of questions around that. So that's the end of that one. Of course, I went to the Housing Foundation with Roy. Same outcome, same meeting, same results, same talk. And this last Saturday, I had the honor of giving our speech for the county to Lamont High School. It was a wonderful thing to do, and really awesome to see all those bright young faces moving off into the world. And I actually missed the library board last night, but Gerald made it in there. So that's the end of my my talks that we have going on here. Yeah, I will. Lamont County Council accept Councillor John Huguen's report on the Northern Lights Library Board, the Housing Foundation, the speech to Lamont High School as information.
Perfect. Questions or concerns for John? All in favor? Carried. Mr. Rhodes.
June 1st was our Lamont Town Library Board meeting, and that was financial statements were brought up. policies, amended policies they brought up, building renovations are supposed to happen. Nobody's got a plan yet from Elk Island yet. They haven't got nothing. Operational grants, so they applied for. Lamont, library report is with the Northern Lights Library Board, books and everything they talked about. And, that should be it for that for Lamont Town Library Board. Then last night, June 29th, was the Lamont County Library Board meeting, the Lamont County one. We had, financial statements, chairperson's report, brought up council's reappointments and stuff also, what we had just nominated and voted on earlier today is what they had brought out. Then we had our AGM report meeting following that, where we had people from all the libraries, Lamont County staff, board people were there. Lamont Town people had 2 people attend from the Lamont Town Library. Bruderheim Library had 1 person attend. Madera Library had 2 people attend, and Andrew had no people attending. So there was back and forth discussions on everything from books to fundraising, and the Lamont Friends of the Lamont Library at Lamont Town, they actually had a barbecue on Saturday, hot dogs and hamburger barbecue during the grad sales, and they profited $1,075 after that. And but they're still looking for more volunteers to help them out. Also, carry on, they're open and the only thing that's brought up, and they're brought up by our is the Prudential does not supply enough money for the libraries. We have money to put for libraries is what they brought. And so our next meeting is August 24th. Is what the next meeting is. The Lamont County Council accept Councilor Gerald Turowski's report on Lamont Library Board, Lamont County Library Board meeting as information.
Okay. Questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor?
Yeah.
Carried. Okay, for myself, I'd like to thank Roy for going to the Yellowhead Highway Commission or meeting, sorry. I was at the IHA, the Industrial Heartland Association AGM at the same time. Good news is Sturgeon County has decided to rescind their motion to leave the association and is joined in full force again. So it's great to have that intermunicipal collaboration with them. The next one I had was we did have a meeting here. We had interviews for our CAO. And then right after that one, we ended up, I would like to thank Councillor Yanis for going to the grad class and speaking on my behalf and Lamont County's behalf. My daughter graduated the same day from a different school, so it's kind of imperative I be there and not be part of the other one. So, and then from last Thursday night, we had all of council was in and we barbecued for the Farmers Appreciation Barbecue. Very well attended. Very, very well attended, actually. It was a great night to see everybody get together and put some spotlight back on our farmers. So that is all that I have right now. See CAO interviews and the ag barbecue. Yeah. I make a motion that Lamont County Council accept Reeve Aaronwick's report on the AIHA AGM and the Ag Services Farm Appreciation Barbecue, as well as the CAO interviews as information. All in favor? Carried.
Okay, we had in our fair meeting in Fort Saskatchewan here last week. Tomorrow is their AGM, but we were all for our Ag Service Support Forum, but anyways, tomorrow's AGM. as of now, Dow Chemical has 3,000 people building their plant. No other real big, projects. There's a few gonna be coming online, a few of the plants and stuff. I'd like to thank all the staff and people that helped out with the barbecue for the Ag Service Board. It was, very well attended, like Aaron said, and very good feedback from people. They really enjoyed it. We had really good, people displaying the drones and, the wild boars and canola growers and a couple others. The people were really happy with it. We had very good attendance, and like, again, thank the staff. We were running short and we only had a 15-minute wait, so it was all very well. Thanks guys for cooking. And yeah, that's all my reports. Lamont County Council accept Deputy Neil White's report on Ag Service Board. Ag Service Board. Ag Service report on Ag Service Board and Ag Service Board barbecue. This information in our Cherokee is in our Cherokee. Sorry.
NRC.
Care.
NRC.
Yeah. Yeah, just NRCARE.
It's an acronym.
I don't even, don't ask me what it stands for. I've been on
It
that.
stands for Northeast Region Community Awareness Response Committee.
There you go. Look at that. Okay, that's why I was good confused here.
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor? Carried.
Well, I gave some false information on those bids. The successful bid was $517,755. The highest bid was not $1 million, $1,550,000.
Oh, yeah, it's a big spread. It's a big spread.
Wow, $1 million.
Yeah.
I think going into that from the mid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were trying to figure that out then.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of,
Yeah, I'll put it in my.
Okay, moving on, correspondence for action. We only have one. It is from Rob and Cindy Linneman, looking for donation for the family event for the village of Chittenden. It is on page 72. Yeah, I think last year we donated.
Also, we could not find anything from last year, but in 2023, we do, council donated 250.
Anybody have any concerns with donating again to their? Okay, so if somebody wants to make a motion to do $250.
Sure. Lamont County Council direct administration to donate $250 to the Chittenden July 1st, 2026 family event.
All right, any questions or concerns? All in favor?
Thank you, council.
All right, so we can kind of speed through here, some of our correspondence for information. You guys have time to read it. One of the ones I do want to bring forward is this perk application. There's an extension on it. We did have a little bit of information, but we did receive $112,537 from the government. It goes towards the provincial education requisition credit. And this letter that you just received here was just to show that there is an increase in the annual cap of up to $7 million, reflecting the growing level of claims in recent years. So the government has recognized that there was some issues with the way billing was being, or taxes were being put forward, and they're just letting us know that there's more room to move. So, more room for us to be able to apply for more help. So we will take, well, we'll just go along and. There's a flood study that's going on. And you saw from the RCMP, the Forest Destruction Detachment, just a quarterly report. And that's good ops. Anything else administration like that?
It's something else.
Okay, if not, can I somebody make a motion to take all correspondence as information, please?
The Lamont County Council accept all correspondent items for information.
All right, any questions or concerns? Seeing none, all in favor? Carried. So we did close session all at the same time earlier on in the morning. So we have more closed session meetings. At this point in time, I will adjourn the meeting at 12:12 p.m. Everybody for attending.